Hi guys, welcome back to my blog. I'll spend my money so you don't have to. Okay, so today I've created this look using the 10-piece oval brush set, which is here in its beautiful stand. So if you want to see how I created this look and what I think of these brushes, then carry on watching. If you like what you've seen, then please subscribe below. Okay, so I've already done my eye makeup and a little bit of my brows, but not all of them. Now you're going to have to excuse my brows. I am growing them out and I'm having them next week, so just ignore those. Yeah, I've gone for a smoky black eye, as I want to show you guys like quite a glamorous look that you can achieve by using these brushes with really flawless skin. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is start with my foundation. Today I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is really good coverage, so if anyone who's got particularly bad skin or likes to have quite a full coverage look for a night out, then it's perfect. I'm then taking the biggest brush in the set, so this is the biggest oval brush. Feels absolutely amazing, and what I am going to do is use my finger just to dot the foundation all over, and then I will go on to blend using the brush. Now the reason why I'm not putting it straight onto any of these brushes, well, some of the smaller ones don't matter so much, is actually because they're so thick and the bristles are so deep that you're just going to lose a lot of the product in the brush and it's just a complete waste. So directly onto the face with my finger, and then I'm going to show you how well it blends. So using my biggest brush, I'm just blending in circular motions. I'm not pushing too hard, nice and gently. Now these brushes, not only do they feel amazing on your skin, like they're so soft, but they actually give you a really smooth and even finish. So they kind of glide over the top of the skin, which is giving like that smooth appearance all the way across, nice and even. Don't forget to come down onto your neck. All the way across. Really good coverage. You've seen before that I had quite bad breakouts around my mouth area. It's giving me really nice coverage on them conscious areas. So that's your main coverage that's gone on now with that big brush. I'm now going to move on to the one down, so the ever so slightly smaller. And all I'm going to use this one for is to get into the smaller places I couldn't get with the larger one. So it's doing the exact same thing, but it's just getting all of those fine lines and creases in the hard to get areas that the other one was a bit too big for. So using this same smaller brush, I'm just going to go over with the MAC Face and Body in colour C2. So I'm just applying that MAC Face and Body. Now the only reason why I'm putting this over the top of my Estee Lauder Double Wear is just to give that slight shine and dewy finish that I like to have, as I find that the Estee Lauder Double Wear is quite thick and can be quite matte, which is fine for some people, but I just personally prefer the look of when I'm ever so slightly dewy. Okay, so now that I'm happy with my base foundation, it's given me really smooth coverage so far. I'm really pleased with that. We're going to move on to the contour. So what I'm going to use for the contouring is a mixture of two of the oval brushes. So I'm actually going to use one of the fine, thinner ones and the round one. And I'm going to show you what I use them both for. Getting the smaller circle one, I'm just going to dip it into my concealer, which I'm then going to use under the eye. Now you can dot it across the area you're about to blend, so I'll show you one of each, or you can simply stroke it into them areas. Again, this is using the same round brush. Once I've done that, I'm just going to go back to my smaller one, which I used earlier, and just blend that out. What I really love about these brushes is that the tops of them actually bend as you use them. So this is moulding to the shape of your face. So as you're pushing against and blending out, this is moving around with you, which I think is really nice. Giving you, again, if it is following the shape of your face, it's going to give you a more smoother appearance. So again, just blending that out there. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do with this flatter, skinnier brush, this is the larger one out of the three, I'm just going to get a bit of my darker shade for my contour, and what I'm actually going to do is create that line that we want using the straight edge that's on this brush. So this is perfect for creating that perfect line. Now I'm using it for contour. You can use it for eyeliner if you wanted to create that perfect line across the top of your eye. Yeah, there's lots of different things that you could use it for, but just today I'm going to show you it as a contour. So again, going back to that brush, I mean there's a more medium one. So there's heaps of different shapes and sizes. But yeah, this is like the medium one, and if you watch, this is just how easy they are to blend out with these brushes. So I'm just getting rid of that initial harsh line that I created. Nice and easy, blending that out. Again, I'm not pushing too hard because what I don't want to do is the brush to pick up any of my product. So I don't want there to be more product on my brush than there is on my face. So I'm just really gently swiping it over and just blending it nice and gently. You'll be able to see on the brush how much product you're picking up, so there's barely any on there, which is perfect. I am now going to set under the eyes and underneath my jawline with some powder. So I'm going back to the smallest of the oval shaped brush. I'm just going to apply some powder I'm actually just putting it in the top of the lid. This is the Ben Nye banana powder. Perfect for anyone who's got olive skin or slightly darker skin, as it does give that tinge of, well, hence the name banana powder, but it does give that tinge of ever so slightly yellow, which goes really, really well with the olive skin to lift underneath the eyes and underneath the jawline. So all I've done is just dip that in, shaking off any excess, and I'm just going to swipe it underneath the eye, making sure nice and smooth, and that's giving me a really smooth coverage. So if you look at the difference here, my bags are just slightly reduced in comparison to that one. So again, in the powder, shaking off the residue and just swiping it nice and gently, blending it out so there's no bits of powder on the face. I'm then doing exactly the same thing, but underneath the cheek line, sorry. And if you can see, that what that is doing is just pronouncing that contour we've just put on. So it's just helping to bring that all out. Another joy of putting powder on is that it's going to keep your makeup on for longer. You can put your powder in any bits that you feel get shiny throughout the day or evening. So for me, it's here around my nose. That always gets a bit crazy. And my forehead. If you're not olive skinned and a bit more of like a pale skin tone, then just a translucent or clear powder, or even a powder of your, you know, of the same colour of your foundation will be perfectly fine for this. I'm just a lover of the Ben Nye banana powder for my skin tone. So far I have shown you all of the oval brushes. So we've got the larger down to the smaller. I have also shown you the straighter brush with the small round brush for your contour. So the next one that I'm going to show you is you've got the smaller straight brush. Now I'm actually going to use this for my eyebrows. So I've already put a bit of pencil in just to line them out, and like I said, they're a bit beastly at the moment, so you have to just ignore that. But what I'm using is just a little bit of like an eyebrow gel from MAC. Now what I'm actually doing is putting that straight into the pot. Not too much, not too little. And then I'm not going to go crazy with the brows, as they're a bit crazy as it is now. On the back of my hand, we're just going to rub off any of that excess just to make sure there's not too much on there. Okay, and all we're doing is following the brow shape along really, really gently, and we're just adding colour. So I've already done the shape. You can use this for shape if you like, if you feel confident to, but I prefer to go back to using my pencil for my shape. And all I'm doing here is adding this for pure colour. Now this brush is the perfect shape to drag across your eyebrow and just make them a little bit darker, a little bit more dramatic. And as I've got quite dramatic eye makeup on, I want my brows to be similarly dramatic. Now with the second to smallest oval shaped brush, I'm just going to go over a bit of powder over the top of that contour that I've already done in liquid. This is just to help keep it on. So as you can see, it's going on really smoothly. Just blending that out. And we'll do the same for the other side. So you can use this the same for more of like a bronze blush effect. So I'm just moving it ever so slightly up the cheek. Same on the other side. Blending that in. You can go back to using your larger straight one, which we originally used for the contour, which you can use down the edge of your nose, if you need to contour your nose, that is. So I'll just contour mine ever so slightly. Now I'm actually using the thinner one just to draw on the shape, and then I'm going back to the smaller round one to blend out that contour. Okay, so with the smallest round brush, I'm going to use it to apply my lip cream. Now what I'm doing is I'm just stroking it onto the end of the applicator, and then I'm going to drag it across my lips. Now, what I find is amazing with this brush and using it on your lips is that it helps you to find your natural lip shape. So the applicators that come with a lot of your lipsticks, lip glosses, I find quite difficult to find your natural lip shape, and that actually I always end up going over the lines and looking a bit silly. So all I've done here is that I've already created that shape that I want for my lips. I can then go in with my actual lipstick, or in this case a lip cream, and fill in the gaps. Okay, so now that I've applied my lipstick, I'm now going back to that long, skinny brush, and I'm using it with a bit of my foundation on the edge and just going around my lip shape. Because of this straight edge, it's absolutely perfect for creating that defined look around your lips. So last but by no means least, I'm going to show you how to use the final brush, which is the smallest, skinniest little one in there. I'm going to get my smaller brush, and this is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, I believe, in pink. So I'm just going to stroke that over the product ever so slightly, shaking off any excess, and I'm just going to add my highlight really gently. Now for this look, I want my highlight just to pop in one area, so I want it to be a really thin brush so that I can be really precise on where it's going to be on my cheek. So I've just put it to the real top bit of my cheekbone, and you can see there, that is just the most gorgeous shine. So doing the same on the other side. I'm then going to do a slight bit of highlighter underneath the brow. Again, just stroking it across. Above my lip. Make my lips look bigger. So here's the finished look using the 10-piece oval brush set. Now these brushes are absolutely amazing. I think they just create a really smooth and glamorous finish. Definitely a must-have in anyone's makeup bag. Now these can actually start from just £10 on some online websites. These are the most basic range, but I don't see why you'd want anything more. They're brilliant. I love how versatile these brushes are, so you can go from, you know, putting on your base, putting onto your eyebrows, eyeliner, lipstick, all sorts, all in 10 brushes. So actually you could have just these in your brush kit and it would be enough to help you do your day and evening makeup. So I would definitely recommend these brushes. Go get yourself some, they're absolutely amazing, you definitely won't regret it. So if you've enjoyed the video today and it's been really useful for you guys, then please subscribe. There will be lots more coming in the next few weeks, lots more things for me to be reviewing. If you've got anything that you'd like me to review or any tutorials, tips or tricks you'd like me to go through, then please let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye!